Any conversation about the Wii and guaranteed I'll appear from somewhere. But why is this Japanese console from 2006 the king? It has a graphics card, an accelerometer, an optical disc driver, Wii remote, AirPods, no, the games. For the longest time, and in my opinion, they will never be topped, Wii games have always had the upper hand on every other console. From the revolutionary ideas thanks to their motion control, which they were the first to do, it's allowed them to branch out into every single possible game franchise. From shooters to fighters to puzzle games to platformers, they've covered everything. But the one game that shows how incredible the Wii was for its time is the one and only Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game brought the wow factor to a completely different level. A multi-directional 3D platformer with incredible boss fights, an incredible story, and long gameplay. Like seriously, this game takes 10 hours for the first bit. This game was also my first intro to creepypastas and conspiracy theories through the Hell Valley Sky trees. Can any of you guys remember them? But when I was a kid, there was one galaxy I could never complete, and that was the Grandmaster Galaxy. And I'll be honest with you, I still haven't completed it. But through their insane amalgamation of games, the Nintendo Wii's claim to fame was through their avatars they like to call Miis. Personally, I think that the Miis paved the way for other console avatars like Xbox and PlayStation, even though they didn't do it half as good. Like, what the fuck are these? But in 2018, this man, Matt, became one of the biggest memes of the year, and there were so many videos on the Wii. To be fair, some of them were quite funny. None come to mind, but that's not the point. But with the huge classic collection of all the Wii title games, such as the endless classic Wii Sports, the ultimate minigame time waster that is Wii Party, but seriously, an hour for Board Game Island, not worth it.
Please, 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 please.
But along with Wii Play Motion, Wii Fit and Wii Music, I think we've had a pretty solid run. That was until the dusty year of 2022, when Nintendo Switch Sports was brought to the masses. What did they do? There was no logical reason why they had to change the concept of the Miis. They worked as fine as it was. And luckily, I wasn't the only one who thought this. Plenty of content creators banded together to rip it to shreds. But it's true, the Miis had something so authentic about them. Unlike these new Miis, which have nothing unique about them whatsoever. Also, not to mention, they look like they've been ripped straight from Playground. But the biggest reason as to why the Wii is the best console ever is that unlike other games, they die out. Among Us being possibly the biggest example. With Wii games, it's impossible for them to die because they're constantly being kept alive by the community for over 16 years. Not to mention, even though golf is the most boring sport in the world, it doesn't get boring when you're watching somebody play it. And that is why the Nintendo Wii is the king. Hey up guys, thanks for watching, appreciate it, obviously. Let me know if you enjoyed this little switch up of content. And if you enjoyed it, I'll do more in a bit.